Hey everyone, I'm your host Bruce, and buckle up now because we're diving headfirst into the most visually jaw-dropping virtual reality experiences out there. If you're into exploring alien worlds, surviving zombie-infested nightmares, or racing through futuristic landscapes, these games will make you forget where reality ends and the digital dream begins. VR is all about immersion, and these 12 games crank up the visuals to holy wow, that's gorgeous levels. From dynamic lighting that hits just right to textures so crisp you'll want to reach out and touch them. But, don't actually punch your TV. These games prove VR isn't just a gimmick, it's an art form. Oh, and if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Ready? Let's do this. Stormland. Alright. Let's talk about Stormland, a jaw-dropping VR action adventure that has you stepping into the metallic shoes of Vesper, an android gardener turned alien ass-kicker. Developed by Insomniac Games, yeah, the guys behind Ratchet & Clank, this game dropped in 2019 for the Oculus Rift. And trust me, it's the VR adventure you didn't know you needed. You play as Vesper, minding your gardening business on a lush alien planet until bam, the Tempest rolls in and ruins everything. Now, your mission is pure revenge. And it's glorious. With your slipstream thruster jetpack and futuristic gadgets, you're gliding, climbing, and zipping through an expansive open world that feels alive. Combat? Oh, it's chef's kiss. You're packing SMGs, shotguns, and an arsenal of sci-fi firepower, taking down Tempest goons left and right while collecting scraps to craft upgrades. And if the story wasn't enough, once it's done, there's the cycling world mode. Procedurally generated missions every week to keep you hooked. Oh, and co-op mode? Grab a buddy and dive in together. But let's get to the juicy bit. The graphics. This alien world isn't just pretty, it's breathtaking. From the lush greenery to the shimmering Tempest tech, every corner is a visual treat. The lighting and particle effects feel so real, you'll swear you're there. Inspired by Breath of the Wild and Sunset Overdrive, the environments are equal parts serene and chaotic, making exploration a joy. Horizon Call of the Mountain. Next, let's talk about Horizon Call of the Mountain, the VR showstopper that kicked off the PlayStation VR 2 in style. Developed by Guerrilla Games and Firesprite, this action-packed spin-off of the Horizon series lets you step into the boots of Ryas, a former Shadow Karja rebel with mad climbing and archery skills. Set in a stunningly immersive world, you're tasked with scaling the Sunspear Mountain to uncover the mystery behind increasingly aggressive machines. With a hunter bow in hand, you'll battle everything from scrappy little bots to towering thunderjaws. As you climb, the gameplay mixes linear story progression with exploration opportunities, giving you multiple ways to approach challenges. And the scenic Machine Safari mode? It's like a VR postcard, showing off the jaw-dropping vistas without the stress of combat. The story dives deep into Ryas' redemption arc, with plenty of drama as he searches for his brother Urid and goes toe-to-toe with the rogue engineer Asera, who has some terrifying plans involving armies of machines. With twists, teamwork, and high-stakes action, it's a narrative that keeps you engaged from start to finish. Now, the graphics. Oh boy, where to begin? From misty mountaintops to lush forests teeming with detail, this game is a visual feast. The robot designs are intricate, the lighting effects make every scene pop, and the sense of scale is mind-blowing. Whether you're battling a thunderjaw or just soaking in the view, it's like stepping into a living, breathing Horizon painting.
It's unloaded. It's unloaded now!
Half-Life Alyx. Let's just say Half-Life Alyx didn't just raise the bar for VR gaming, it vaulted over it. Released in 2020, Valve's first return to the Half-Life universe since 2007 was more than a game. It was an event. You play as Alyx Vance, the Resistance's go-to badass, navigating a Combine-ruled Earth in a desperate mission to uncover the mystery of a Combine superweapon. Spoiler alert, it's not what you think. The gameplay? Pure VR magic. You'll be scavenging supplies, solving puzzles, and chucking random objects around like a kid in a candy store. With gravity gloves no less. Oh, and combat? Tight. Intense. frightening. Ammo is scarce, so every shot feels vital, and encounters with headcrabs are guaranteed heart attack material. Designed exclusively for VR, the game nails the whole "you're actually there" vibe, with no plans for a flat-screen version because, honestly, why would you even want that? Now, about those graphics. Alyx is stunning. City 17 has never looked so alive, or so terrifying. From the claustrophobic quarantine zone dripping with alien nasties to the eerily beautiful Combine architecture, every corner of the game is crafted with incredible attention to detail. Using Valve's Source 2 engine, the lighting, textures, and atmosphere all combine, pun intended, to create an experience that's almost too real.
Their bodies. They've been arranged in some sort of ritual. Please, just let Yana be all right. What was that?
Metro Awakening. Metro Awakening dives headfirst into the dark, eerie depths of Moscow's tunnel system and brings the Metro franchise to VR in spectacular fashion. Released by Vertigo Games and Deep Silver, this spin-off is a prequel to Metro 2033, giving us an emotional and personal origin story for Khan, the enigmatic stalker with supernatural abilities. You play as Serdar, a doctor, not a soldier, who must navigate the hostile underground world to reunite with his wife. This isn't your usual action-packed FPS. You're no battle-hardened Artyom. Combat is slow and deliberate, with bullets scarce and every encounter carrying a weighty sense of danger. You can fight with a small but effective arsenal of firearms, or embrace the shadows and sneak past enemies. The stealth gameplay feels satisfyingly tense, especially when you hear the echoing growls of mutants just a corner away. The VR experience? It's hauntingly immersive. The flickering lights, dripping water, and claustrophobic tunnels are all brought to life with incredible detail, thanks to Vertigo Games working closely with Dmitry Glukovsky and 4A Games. From the oppressive atmosphere to the chilling sound design, every element pulls you deeper into Serdar's desperate journey. With a fully voiced protagonist, a more story-driven approach, and the rich lore of the Metro universe, Metro Awakening isn't just another VR shooter. It's a dark, emotional ride through the origins of one of the series' most compelling characters. Fans of Metro and VR adventurers alike, this one's calling your name. Gran Turismo 7. Gran Turismo 7 is the ultimate love letter to car enthusiasts and sim racing fans. Released for both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, this eighth main installment in the legendary Gran Turismo series delivers the perfect blend of nostalgia and cutting-edge technology. And with its free PSVR 2 update, you can now live your racing dreams in stunning virtual reality. At its core, Gran Turismo 7 returns with its beloved GT simulation mode, packed with racing tracks, sleek cars, and endless tuning possibilities. Whether you're mastering the driving school, tinkering with your dream ride in GT Auto, or exploring the used cars dealership, the game is a treasure trove of content. Dynamic time and weather effects make every lap unpredictable, and the menu book tasks in GT Cafe keep progression engaging. While the campaign shines, the real kicker is the VR support. Strap on the PSVR 2, and you're no longer playing a game, you're inside it. Speaking of which, the VR upgrade? Mind-blowing. Picture this. You're sitting in a hyper-realistic cockpit, the sun gleaming off your car's hood, with 4K resolution and real-time ray tracing, making every moment feel lifelike, while 3D spatial audio immerses you in the roar of engines and screeching tires. Alien Rogue Incursion. If you've ever wanted to face your worst nightmares head-on in VR, Alien Rogue Incursion is here to make that dream a pulse-pounding reality. Developed by Survios, this action survival horror game transports you into the alien universe in a way that'll leave your palms sweating and your heart racing. Set between Alien and Aliens, you step into the combat boots of Zula Hendricks, a former Marine on a mission to stop the weaponization of xenomorphs. Alongside her android companion Davis-01, Zula ventures to the planet Perdan, aka LV-354, after receiving a distress call. What she finds is a Gemini exoplanet solutions facility crawling, literally, with xenomorphs and soaked in mystery. You'll dodge, sneak, and blast your way through the chaos, armed with a plasma rifle, shotgun, and pistol, but don't expect ammo to grow on trees. And those facehuggers? Absolute panic-inducing nightmares. The gameplay takes full advantage of VR's immersion, with a motion tracker pinging ominously and environmental interactions, like creaky doors, adding to the tension. Every dark corner hides a potential ambush, and with scarce resources, every decision feels vital. Need a breather? Find a panic room to save your progress. And those puzzles? They're not just brain teasers, they're survival keys. Graphically, Rogue Incursion nails the oppressive, claustrophobic aesthetic of the Alien films. From flickering lights to the slimy, biomechanical horrors of xenomorphs, the game's atmosphere is a masterclass in tension. It's VR horror at its finest, with a story written by Alien novel veteran Alyx to give fans the chills they crave.
Here we go.
Resident Evil 4 Remake. If you thought Resident Evil 4 couldn't get more intense, wait until you experience it in VR. Capcom's 2023 remake of the iconic 2005 survival horror classic isn't just visually stunning, it's heart-stoppingly immersive. Playable on the PS5, Xbox Series XS, and now in VR for PSVR 2 and other platforms, this version of RE4 drops you right into the terrifying world of rural Spain to rescue Ashley Graham, the president's daughter, and face off against the cult of Los Illuminados. As Leon S. Kennedy, you'll feel the tension of every moment. The over-the-shoulder third-person gameplay now gets an immersive VR twist, where you'll physically aim your weapons, reload on the fly, and literally dodge enemy attacks. With improved visuals, the sinister village, eerie castle, and grotesque island facilities have never been more vivid or terrifying. The combat? Smooth as butter, with new mechanics like parrying attacks with your knife or evading on the move. And trust me, when you're face-to-face with a Plaga-infected villager, you'll appreciate every bit of that responsiveness. The plot's been updated with modern twists and fleshed-out character arcs, especially between Leon and Ashley, making their bond more compelling. And the side stories? Ada Wong's Separate Ways DLC adds even more layers to the experience. Whether it's uncovering the cult's secrets, battling mutated monstrosities, or unraveling Krauser's betrayal, every moment is packed with tension and adrenaline. Graphically, RE4 VR is breathtaking. From the oppressive fog of the village to the grotesque detail of the enemies, Capcom's RE engine delivers a world that feels horrifyingly alive. Whether you're crafting ammo, listening to the merchant's iconic "What are you buying?" or running from a chainsaw-wielding Ganado, this game puts you in the middle of the action like never before.
Sentences. Conspiracy. Arson. More murders than we could even count. I just want to know what went down.
Blood and Truth VR. If you've ever wanted to star in your very own action-packed spy thriller, Blood and Truth is the VR adrenaline rush you didn't know you needed. Developed by London Studio, this first-person shooter throws you into a gritty, high-stakes London underworld. Think of it as a VR mashup of James Bond and The Transporter, but with a lot more family drama and bullets. You play as Ryan Marks, a former Special Forces soldier thrust into a dangerous mission to save his family from a ruthless London crime boss, Tony Sharp. The gameplay is all about sleek VR mechanics. Duck behind cover, aim your pistols with precision, and even interact with objects in the environment. Moving between points is effortless. Just look where you want to go and press a button, keeping the action smooth and cinematic. Add in a variety of guns and the ability to dual wield, because why wouldn't you? And every shootout feels like a Hollywood set piece. The story is a roller coaster, weaving flashbacks, explosive missions, and tense family dynamics as you infiltrate casinos, art galleries, and even chase a plane mid-flight. There are choices along the way, spare or kill enemies, that keep things personal and gripping. And the finale? Pure blockbuster. London's skyline, dimly lit casinos, and modern art galleries are crafted with meticulous detail, and the motion capture performances bring every character to life. Combine that with a pulse-pounding soundtrack and stellar sound design, and you've got a VR experience that's impossible to put down.
Fight back!
It's the freaking bat! We aren't afraid of you! The bat dies tonight!
Batman Arkham Shadow. Step into the cowl once again with Batman Arkham Shadow, a VR action-adventure masterpiece that expands on the Arkham universe in epic ways. This thrilling sequel to Batman Arkham Origins blends gritty storytelling, intense combat, and jaw-dropping VR immersion to deliver an unforgettable experience. Set 6 months after the events of Arkham Origins, this game thrusts you into the role of a younger, angrier Batman. Gotham is on the brink of chaos, thanks to the enigmatic Rat King and his Day of Wrath plot to destroy the city on the 4th of July. As the Dark Knight, you'll infiltrate Blackgate Penitentiary undercover as Matches Malone, unravel a web of conspiracies, and face an ensemble of villains, including Jonathan Crane, the Joker, and Harvey Dent. The gameplay is classic Arkham but tailored for VR. The rhythmic free-flow combat system is back, letting you punch, counter, and combo your way through enemies like a true martial arts master. Predator stealth sections are more intense than ever, with detective vision and your arsenal of gadgets, like batarangs and smoke bombs, giving you the edge. Exploring Gotham's detailed environments feels alive in VR, from gliding through the city to sneaking through the shadows of Blackgate's dark, claustrophobic halls. The story dives deep into Batman's psyche, exploring his transformation from vengeful vigilante to a symbol of hope. The psychological tug-of-war between Bruce Wayne and his rogues gallery, especially the chilling duality of Harvey Dent as the Rat King, keeps you hooked. Gotham's neon-drenched streets, Blackgate's oppressive interiors, and the explosive action sequences immerse you in a world that feels terrifyingly real. With a gripping narrative, satisfying gameplay, and the sheer thrill of donning the cowl in VR, Batman Arkham Shadow is a must-play for every Dark Knight fan. Prepare to become the Bat.
I know this is the first time some of you will see combat. I know you're scared. Let me be clear with all of you.
Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, takes the legendary W2 shooter series into the immersive realm of virtual reality, delivering an experience that's both thrilling and deeply emotional. This first-person shooter brings the franchise back to its roots while leveraging VR to make history come alive like never before. The game spans iconic World War II locations, including North Africa, Free France, Norway, and Nazi Germany, putting you in the boots of OSS officers, French resistance fighters, US Army soldiers, and more. Combat feels personal in VR as you duck behind cover, wield authentic World War II weaponry, and outmaneuver Nazis in action-packed firefights. The variety of roles, from Navy sailors to Marine sharpshooters, keeps the gameplay fresh, while multiplayer modes add hours of chaotic fun with friends. Beyond the action, Above and Beyond offers a unique emotional core with its gallery mode. This feature includes over 90 minutes of World War II veteran interviews and documentaries, offering an unforgettable look at the real stories behind the war. One of these documentaries, Colette, even earned an Academy Award, making this game the first to receive an Oscar for its content. The detailed battlefields and historically accurate settings immerse you fully in World War II, with Respawn Entertainment utilizing Unreal Engine to craft environments that feel both cinematic and authentic.
Thy spirits their rightful passage.
Turn worlds to ash.
Asgard's Wrath 2. Asgard's Wrath 2 takes the already epic Norse mythology VR adventure to an entirely new level by diving into the sands of Egypt. Released in 2023 and included as a launch game for the MetaQuest 3, this action RPG from Sanzaru Games combines sprawling open-world exploration, godly powers, and mythological clashes into one unforgettable VR experience. This time around, you're not just a Norse god, you're a god on a mission. Betrayed by Loki and freed from bondage, you're sent to Egypt, where you'll rub shoulders with the gods of Egyptian mythology while plotting your revenge. The gameplay is as deep as it gets. You'll possess 4 unique characters, each with their own destinies, skill trees, and combat styles. Switching between them isn't just a gimmick. It's essential to mastering the game's story and challenges. And don't worry, you'll have followers at your side, ready to jump into battle and bring their own stories to the table. From battling epic bosses to solving intricate puzzles and even playing immersive minigames, Asgard's Wrath 2 packs more variety than a trickster god's bag of tricks. Exploring the open world is jaw-dropping, with stunning landscapes that transition from the frosty peaks of Asgard to the sun-scorched deserts of Egypt. Whether you're gazing at a towering pyramid or wielding mythical weapons against colossal foes, every detail feels larger than life. And with fluid combat mechanics, every swing of your sword or dodge of an enemy strike feels satisfyingly real in VR.
Ethan, you gotta get out of that house.
Resident Evil 7, the ultimate survival horror experience, delivering spine-chilling terror, a gripping narrative, and a groundbreaking first-person perspective. Released in January 2017, this game marked a triumphant return to the series' roots, focusing on atmosphere, exploration, and fear, rather than the action-heavy tone of its predecessors. And if you dare, the game supports PlayStation VR, immersing you so deeply in its horrors that you might just regret turning off the lights. You play as Ethan Winters, an ordinary guy searching for his long-lost wife, Mia, in the derelict Baker plantation in Dulvey, Louisiana. What starts as a creepy rescue mission quickly spirals into a nightmare as you face the sadistic and mold-infected Baker family. Jack, Marguerite, and Lucas Baker, each twisted and horrifying in their own way, aren't just bosses. They're relentless stalkers who make every moment a fight for survival. Add in the eerie fungal monstrosities called molded, and you've got a recipe for constant dread. The first-person perspective intensifies every scare, whether you're peeking around dark corners, solving puzzles, or fending off an axe-wielding maniac. Ethan's limited combat skills and scarce resources mean you'll rely just as much on stealth and strategy as brute force. The inventory management system, safe rooms, and hidden VHS tapes add layers of tension and reward exploration. The visuals, powered by Capcom's RE engine, are disturbingly realistic, from the flickering light in a decaying hallway to the grotesque detail of a molded's gnarled face. Paired with immersive sound design, the game pulls you into its terrifying world completely. And in VR, every creak of the floorboards and rustle in the shadows will leave you breathless. And there you have it. 12 graphically stunning VR games that prove virtual reality is the ultimate playground for gamers and dreamers alike. Whether you're slaying dragons, exploring alien landscapes, or just chilling in beautifully rendered environments, these games are the definition of eye candy. From photorealistic textures to mesmerizing art styles, they make sure your VR headset earns its keep. But hey, visuals aren't the only reason to dive into these worlds. The gameplay, storytelling, and creativity packed into these titles make them total showstoppers. Plus, who doesn't love the feeling of looking around and thinking, "This is so real I might forget it's a game?" So what are you waiting for? Fire up your headset and start exploring these stunning worlds. And while you're at it, smash that like button, drop a comment about your favorite VR visuals, and hit subscribe so you never miss out on more gaming goodness. Trust me, the best is yet to come. Until next time, happy gaming. See you on the other side of the virtual horizon.
And with each possession, you will grow stronger.